Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My good name is Victoria B for those who do not know me. So if you're new here, please like, share, comment and subscribe. And let's get to the video guys. Yeah, so today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys my first pregnancy experience, and I'm hoping that this is the first video I'm going to be uploading on my YouTube channel whereby I'm sharing whereby I'm having a one-on-one conversation with you guys. Yeah, and I hope that I'll be doing this more often so that if we can have a conversation. If you relate with my experiences, you can just comment down below. Yeah, so guys, feel free, relax and enjoy as you listen to some of my experience. And also something else to note guys is that my experiences may not be your experiences, because as we know, okay, or as the doctors may tell you, that whatever someone, like, pregnancies are different, so the experiences may not be the same. So if you can, it's something that you may or may not relate with, depending on how your pregnancy or your first pregnancy was or have been before. Yeah guys, so let's start with my first experience. This one, yeah, number one, I really never thought I would. Yeah, let's just go into it. So the first one was feeling hungry. Yeah, so this was like, as in, I can tell you, it was just extreme, like you feel extreme hunger. Even like you can take a meal after, maybe you can take a meal right now, and after a few minutes you still feel you need to consume something, like you're still hungry. So this one was a little bit tough for me, because during this during this first pregnancy, I became, I don't know how to put it, like there are some foods I really never, they were not good with me. Like I started feeling like these are foods zenye nimekuwa nikikula, for example rice, chapati, but during the pregnancy, that is during my first trimester, so I realized that now they had that awful smell, as in I couldn't consume them. If I did, I could feel nauseated and blah blah blah, so a lot of things. So I really had to avoid them. So what I used to take was ugali. So like that's what the baby wanted at that time, ugali and some greens. And for me, I found it okay, because when you go to the hospital, like when I used to go for clinics, they used to tell me that ni vizuri uzoe kukula ugali so that you can be strong, and also greens and fruits. Yeah, so at least for me it was, I really tried, I can say that. So yeah, but although it got to some point where I used to miss rice, the combination of rice and beans. I don't know if I'm the only person, but I really do love rice, the rice and beans combination. So at some point during my pregnancy, I used to feel like, hey, I really miss that. Like I could cook rice for my husband, but sasa ulikuwa unaona yes unapika, but you, as in, you are craving, you want to take it, but the baby wouldn't allow you to have that, because in the next minute I could just throw up. Yeah, so I couldn't, like, I was longing for the day that I was going to deliver, so that hey, nikule hiyo nichangamkie the rice and beans like nobody's business. So guys, yeah, so my second experience, that, okay, is it, I don't know, but my second, yeah, let me just say my second experience. The second one was, I used to like detest perfumes. Yeah, you see guys, so this, okay, in terms of perfume, this is to be specific, it was the Downy. Like me, in like previously I used to use Downy on my clothes and blah blah blah. So but when I realized I was pregnant, I think the smell of Downy really started irritating me. Ilikuwa tu inanibo, like I wouldn't stand that smell at all. So I had to stop using the Downy, and also the Menengai soap. Hey, before I forget, yeah, I used to use Menengai. like for cleaning for washing my clothes and doing the laundry. Yeah. So but when I realized I was pregnant, the smell of menengai soap, it was really something else. I used to feel like, no, sitaki, like I don't want to smell anything of the sort. So I realized I opted for Sunlight bar soap. So that's what I was using. So Sunlight with no detergent, like nguo zangu tu ilikuwa tu you wash them using the Sunlight bar soap and nothing else. So I'm sorry for that, guys. So after that, the next one was my next experience. No, this is the third one. It was having severe toothache, but this one came during my second trimester. Yeah, there's a tooth I used to have like way before ilikuanga na cavity. So during my second trimester, now it became intense, like intense. Now when I used to go to the hospital, they used to tell me that, oh, that is like during pregnancy kuna venye like the baby can be, unaweza pata pia like I don't know that logic that pia kuna venye anatumia your I don't know, zinakuuma tu, like you can have bleeding gums, you can have toothaches because the baby, as in kuna pia meno za mtoto pia kuna venye zinakuwa manufactured through you understand. I don't know, but so that was the only like that's what the explanation they gave me. So I remember the only remedy I was told to use was a mouthwash, like you just gargle. Is it gargling? Yeah. So you gargle, then you wait for some time and see if the pain will go away. But hey, it was really painful, guys, and it used to happen during the nights. Like during the days nilikuanga tu sawa, but now when I remember usiku is going, like it was going to be like usiku inaingia, so it was something else. I used to remember that too, and I'm like, oh God, please help me today nipate enough sleep, like because with toothache you can't really sleep unless you are on, I don't know, you can just, unless you take some Piriton so that you can be able to sleep, because it was really, for me, it was really painful as in it was very intense, something that I couldn't bear. Yeah. So my other experience, this one is the fourth one, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, the fourth one, it was like they having a hard time finding a comfortable sleeping position. So this one was during the third trimester, guys, because at that time unaambiwanga like the baby has really grown, so kuna venye you can find that the baby is sleeping on one side. So and then if the baby is like sleeping on one side in your belly, kuna venye una feel like that side is being overwhelmed by the weight and everything. So during the night when you want to sleep, saa zingine you want to find a comfortable position, but you can't get even one. Like and you're being a first time mom here, if you are not prepared it can, then you can feel like what kind of, like una feel ni mateso, like ini nini, because you've not had it before, like maybe your body has never experienced something like that before and you are not told. So now that's when you learn from it, guys. So yeah, I remember it used to be tough for me, but like I thank God I coped. I tried all I could, like plus the support of my husband. So we managed and we pulled through it. Though it was really difficult. Yani, I don't know how to put it, but if you've had that such an experience, you can comment down below and tell us how it was for you. Yeah. So my fifth experience with my first pregnancy was the swelling of the feet again. This was also in the last trimester. So I remember my feet used to swell, like in a swell too. You don't feel the pain, but unapata tu ime swell. And yeah, me, that's what I only experienced, the feet swelling. Like in uso iko ina swell sana. Like siku swell, I can say I didn't swell. Ni ile tu maybe ulikuwa, I was chubby because of the baby fat and everything, but the feet was swelling. But so the only remedy I was yenye tu ningefanyiwa that time ilikuwa tu like taking some warm water and massaging the feet. Yeah, and that's all, because ilikuwa you are being told that it's normal and everything. Yani some things during pregnancy you're being told it's normal. So and also during pregnancy, like doctors cannot really they prefer not recommending some drugs because some could be harmful to the baby. So unaambiwanga tu if it's not really severe, you don't need to maybe take the drugs, but kama ni severe, yes, you can take, but for a few days. Get it, guys? So that was it, guys. Yeah, that was it. So let's go to the sixth one. So for this one, the sixth one, I remember for me, I used to, I don't know if this is an experience, but this is what I really wanted for myself during when I realized I was pregnant. I used to tell my husband that mimi nayo I want to have a normal delivery, and that's because all through my life I've never had a surgery, so I never wanted to experience surgery. Me, I used to hear like nikisikia tu surgery, I used to fear, like, because you are some stories, when you hear some stories, ulikuwa unaambiwa surgery is about 50-50 chances you can be alive, you can get out of that, out of the, how do you call it, surgery room. You can get out of the surgery room, either you are okay or maybe you are, yeah, you understand, guys. So for me, nilikuwa, I was really afraid of having a CS. So I remember my gynecologist at that time used to tell me, like, if you don't want, you can just be doing a little bit of exercise that cannot harm the baby. You can be walking for miles, during your free time. At least tembe, don't just be seated down, so that at least you exercise. It's like exercising your body in some way. So I remember during weekends, now we used to go with my husband to walk and walk and walk, like we used to, yani tulikuwa tu tunatembeanga, because for me, and I was very determined by that time, I was very intentional with that, because okay, this is something you want, and you don't want to have a CS. So I remember any year, in fact, I'm the one who used to even wake him up and tell him, Leo, because it's on weekend, we are going to walk, and this is the place we'll be going nini. So tulikuwa tunatembe, and if I get that picture, guys, I'll put it for you so that you can see. Like we walk through the forest. It was kind of hiking kidogo, but tulikuwa tunatembea, guys. Hiyo siku kirudi jioni, yes, I used to feel like, yeah, at least I've really done enough for the week and blah blah blah. But guess what? that didn't happen. Ilifika hiyo time ya delivery, my due date, and so I was told that the baby alikuwa amechoka, so the baby had peed inside and blah blah blah, sijui nini. So they opted for a CS. My friend, I stayed there before even agreeing to go into that surgery room. Ilikuanga ni kama I was like, aya, watu hapana, ni pesa mnataka ya CS. It's juu mimi, because okay, one thing, I never had any complication or anything I can say. So I was like, these people really want money for CS, and mimi hizi maneno zao staki. So we were weighing, as in I was asking the gynecologist, kwani what will happen, because at that time I started feeling some little bit of labor pains kidogo. So, and for me, I was like, hey, chatu nivumilie, because I've seen others have gone through the same, na nothing happened. So I used to be like, acha ning'ang'ane. Then now when the doctor came, the gyna came akaniambia, sijui, I don't know, alibastisha maji ilikuwa imebast kidogo, and then when she looked at the color, she told me, color ya maji venye kwa hivi, it means that the baby has already peed inside, and that means that the baby is really tired, and if you go for the normal delivery, the chances are 50-50 of going to like helping the baby. So for me, I was okay. From my side, I was okay. So it was all about saving the baby. Yeah. So I was, as in, it was like a low moment for me at that time, because I could remember all the walks we had gone, nini, and then inafika hii point unaambiwa you just have to go for the CS. It was really tough for me, but sasa ilibidi tu nikubali, because what would I have done? And it was a matter of saving my baby. So we just opted for that. Yeah. So I don't know what you get. If you have a different experience, you can just tell us, like, uliambiwanga nini? Maybe you wanted a normal delivery, but it didn't happen. So what was the reason for you doing a CS and everything? Yeah. So guys, the seventh one, if I'm not wrong, and this one is, it's not I don't know, I can't say that it is a negative experience. For me, this was like a positive one, because at least during my pregnancy, this first pregnancy, I realized that my hair had grown in bulk. Na ilikuanga also, it had also increased in length. So for me, I was like, hey, this is a good one. So at least I took that as a positive, how do I put it, like something positive that I gained from my first pregnancy. Yeah. So yeah, guys, so there are some who can relate to these experiences, some may not relate. Yours may be different, but please feel free and comment down below and tell us how yours was, if you've been pregnant before, and if maybe you're planning to be pregnant, you may relate to some of these or you might not relate to them. So yeah, guys, and I hope that you found this video very helpful. And if you did, guys, as we always do, please don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe, guys. It's road to 1K subscribers, and here we believe that nothing is impossible. So see you guys on the next one, and I hope that you really enjoyed my video. Bye, guys.